Welcome back, Central Valley Foodies. This week's guests are the Contreras and Vargas family of Hanford, Avenel, and Fresno area. We're going to be bringing them on to talk about Fulton Street Coffee here in Fresno, Avenel Galleria Nostra, and Avenel, and we're going to also be talking about Cafecito and Hanford.
Cool.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hi.
Good.
Hi.
Good. Thank you.
So tell me about you guys, wherever you guys want to start. I just want to find out a little bit more about Galleria, Cafecito, how you guys met Omar, and just about your three different businesses.
You tell them about tumbleweeds.
Yeah.
Want me to tell them the whole story raw like it was?
Yeah,
I think-
start from.
I think, yeah.
Well, we all basically went to the same high school.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys all.
Yeah.
And then
So,
that's when.
what class were you from?
So a long time ago. So we're all originally from Avenel, California, small town. What an hour away from here.
Yeah.
We have our population is 15,000, but they count the prison. So in reality, we only have what?
Like
7,000.
7,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
You can't count all those guys, huh?
Yeah. So my name is Juan Carlos. I am we're all siblings. My two siblings and Omar. We consider him a
Adopted.
sibling too.
Adopted.
We'll just consider you guys all the same family.
So, well, we basically, what can I say? We started originally in Tumbleweeds Pizza, and that's where we started many years ago. When she was in middle school, high school.
No, we were sophomores. I think you were freshman. I was a sophomore.
And Tumbleweed was in Avenel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the only pizza shop in town.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was pretty much like a take and bake pizzeria, and me and my brother, we kind of just bought it as a family. It was like a family thing. Me and my brother, my sister, we just kind of. It was probably like a take and bake. We had this room was probably bigger than our pizzeria.
It was half of
Yeah.
this.
So it was just us three, and then our friends would come and hang out after school, and we would just make it a party, and we would just all hang out. We would all make pizza. It was so small, but it was like 15 of us inside of there just having fun making pizza, and that's how we started. Yeah.
So you got started with the small family business, making pizzas,
Yeah.
and just a big pizza party with all you guys hanging out, and you kind of got your feet wet in some experience in food business and all that. And then how'd you go from Tumbleweed Pizza to Galleria, and then the coffee concepts? Where did they come in?
So, so basically, I mean, I'll let them talk real quick. So basically, from Gallery, Tumbleweeds, me and my brother, we always wanted a sit-down restaurant, and my sister as well. But I mean, she had other plans. She was going to Fresno State.
Mm-hmm.
She graduated high school. She moved on. She moved over here to Fresno. Me and my brother continued in town. We there was a location right next to us, pretty much, that it used to be an old gas station, and we, as a family, me, my brother, my dad, we just figured it out, and we converted it into a restaurant, what it is now, and we just wanted to have our own identity. Tumbleweeds had already been there, and we felt like it wasn't us. We just wanted to come up with a whole new concept, whole new name, and make it our own. So we named it Galleria because like an art gallery. So we wanted the community to be a part of it. You know, we wanted to bring local artists and display their art, and just the art of pizza. That's my brother's idea.
Yeah, and these are I can't see myself on the screen there. These are beautiful pizzas, guys. If you guys get on Instagram and check out Galleria Nuestra, is that how you say it?
Yeah, Nostra.
Nostra.
Means ours.
Ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. But if you get on their Instagram, check their profiles out. These pizzas look beautiful, the way they come out of the oven, and the presentation and everything. That's in Avenel. I want to go check these guys out. I haven't had a chance to go out there yet, but
I mean, we do catering as
Definitely
well.
gonna-
We come to you.
yeah, definitely have a party.
We have,
Have you guys out?
We have a brick oven
Yeah.
that we carry around in a trailer, and we do farmers markets. We pop up here at Fulton once in a while.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna be at a few breweries.
Fairs.
Yeah.
You guys do the Hanford Farmers Market, you think, maybe?
We haven't. It's been a little hard to get into the Hanford farmers market.
Yeah.
But we'll be
Maybe it's near.
We'll talk about that later on, but we'll be closer to the farmers market.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to pop up pretty soon.
So I want to talk about the coffee a little bit. We talked about the pizza a little bit, but so the one we're sipping on right now. I steeped actually for us. It's the Ethiopian cold brew from Fulton, and this is a single origin, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if you could, Omar, maybe talk a little bit about your brand in Fulton Street, and I want to hear a little bit more and let our viewers know a little bit more about single origin and the difference between that and like coffee blends.
For sure, yeah. So, so my name is Omar Octavio Vargas. I'm a business partner with Carlos and also another business partner, Julie, and Fulton Street Coffee. So basically our goal, the mission of the coffee shop is to get coffee that's good, but that's also like it tastes good, but it's also sourced ethically. And so a lot of that is hard to do when you don't know where your coffee's coming from. So one of the things that we specialize at Fulton Street Coffee is sourcing our coffee directly from farmers whenever possible,
Nice.
or getting coffee that has what's called traceability. So working with brokers that can actually show us proof how much they paid for the coffee and that the farmers that grew it are being paid compensated properly. And then the next thing is making sure that the coffee actually tastes good.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what single origin. What a lot of the coffee that we drink is actually just blends of like maybe 200 to 500 different farms.
Like Folgers, for instance.
Like Folgers, even like thousands possibly of coffee that's just been like purchased from different countries and even within the country from a lot of different farms. And so you're going to get different soils, different microclimates, different levels of quality control.
Yeah.
All of that is going to affect how the coffee tastes. So all of our coffees that we buy whenever possible, unless otherwise noted, is going to be like direct trade single origin coffees that come from specific farms grown by people that we have either had contact with or that we know how they grew the coffee. Because it's also very important when you're roasting the coffee to know how it was processed. Because when you know what you're starting with and what you're working with, then you can know how to like,
makes it easier to customize and
exactly
get what you're looking for.
You get really nerdy with it, but like it's just like when you know what you're working with, you know how to make it better.
No, this is awesome stuff, by the way.
Appreciate it.
I got the syrup in here. This is from Cafecito. They sell this, and I think you guys have a drink with it, right?
Yeah, that's my sister's.
Café de olla. So it's a very traditional drink in Mexico, and the easier way for us to make it in bigger batches, we're like, why not make a syrup? So we just made a simple syrup out of it.
Oh, cool.
And we have that drink and the syrup as well.
Yeah, it's good. It's got some spices. It's sweet. It complements the coffee beans. So definitely check out Cafecito in Hanford. If you guys are down in the area, they have breakfast and lunch options. They do avocado toast. They do chicken tortilla soup sometimes. They just have a lot going on, and they're located in the. Right now, they're located in the bank, the Fast Plaza
The Fast
building.
Plaza, that's where we're located at right
And
now.
you guys will be moving soon, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's a secret, but I guess not
It's
so
been kind of
secret.
a known secret, I guess. But yeah, we've known for a while. We just haven't really put it out there too much. But we're moving into the Wealth Building in downtown Hanford, so not too far away. We'll be right in front of the park where Farmers Market is at. So we're excited to be in an actual storefront where people can drive by and see us.
You guys will be in a better location, and your following is great. You know, everybody loves you guys on Central Valley Foodies Facebook group, Instagram. So
Yeah, I noticed that.
you guys will do great there.
Yeah.
So what about mold? I hear a lot about like issues with mold in coffee, and I want to guess, when you go with single origin, you remove that possibility of mold toxins in coffie. Do you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's really fascinating when you look at like the logistical chain of coffee, especially green coffee. I can provide photos later. I was actually just down there recently in El Salvador and Colombia, and I was learning in person about the processing and packaging of coffee. So one of the things that you have to be careful with when you're roasting or when you're packaging coffee is in the sorting process when you remove the parchment from the actual seed, because coffee is a seed that grows inside of a cherry. It's not like a bean per se. It's a seed, and it has a moisture content. So before you package your coffee, you actually have to put it through what's called a moisture content reader. And
Make
so-
sure it's all dry and everything.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So like you have a range of like 9 to 11% moisture content in the coffee seed that you have that you're able to play with. Anything less than that, and your coffee can be dry, and you can get coffee that's like papery or stale. Anything more than that, and it's too much moisture, and as the moisture starts to dissipate from the coffee bean, it'll condense in the packaging and create mold. So that's actually, if you've heard of that, that's probably where it comes from.
Yeah, I have heard that because I follow these accounts on Instagram, health, wellness, and stuff like that, and that's always something they bring up is you gotta make sure you're getting good coffee. So
Yeah.
definitely support your local coffee guys. They're gonna get you something that's better, tastes better, it's better for the planet, and better for your health.
Yeah.
So
Really.
so let's talk about Galleria a little bit. So what's your concept behind the pizzas? Are they kind of like Italian inspired, would you say, or would you say I see all these different concepts with pizzas, like you got one here in Fresno, it's like a curry pizza.
Yeah. That's
Pretty good
delicious.
pizza.
Yeah.
It was voted best pizza in where? Just
In-
Fresno?
In
In
Fresno?
Fresno, yeah.
Yeah,
Curry?
so
Yeah, they're good.
it's delicious pizza. So our concept is basically more traditional.
Yeah.
We've kept it traditional. We do offer a birria pizza, which is very very popular when we do offer it. It's we do special occasions.
Yeah, Birria is huge right
Yeah,
now.
birria is
Birria is
everywhere,
huge right
so-
now.
Birria
Actually, it went
everything.
viral on
Yeah,
that.
so we
years ago.
combined it with Neapolitan. It's something even more.
Oh, it's like
unique.
traditional with
Mexican with the traditional Italian.
That's
you know.
very cool. That's very cool.
So we'll try to have that here next our hop Hanford too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we try to do. So we started off with we're transitioning. Actually, we're transitioning over to Neapolitan style pizza, which is what we're doing right now. Like my brother said, we try to keep it very traditional, and that's what we try to emphasize. Tradition.
Yeah.
And even ourselves, we're still learning a lot about Neapolitan style pizza, wood fire, brick oven pizza. We're actually going to be taking off to the pizza convention, right?
Pizza Expo.
Pizza
Yeah.
Expo in
This
Vegas.
month.
We'll be out there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
3 days
Yeah.
of eating pizza.
That
So-
sounds like a party right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I went 4 years ago.
Yeah.
He didn't get to go, and it was a very nice experience. It was a big pizza party.
Yeah.
So what's your guys' favorite pizza
Mine,
at the shop?
Spicy pepperoni.
spicy pepperoni.
Spicy
Yeah,
pepperoni?
that's a new one.
What's on that one? Pepperoni and
Pepperoni, pepperoncini,
Crushed pepper.
crushed peppers, and honey.
Hot
Hot
honey.
Hot honey.
hot honey.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so it's
So you got the sweetness, kind of balance out the heat.
Yeah, it's
sounds
spicy.
really
It's good. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
That's I would say that's my favorite. I'm very basic. Everywhere I go, even if it's to anywhere I go, I just get pepperoni, artichoke hearts, and mushrooms. That's my thing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the heart of it, we're still pizza lovers, and we know when we still go out looking for good pizza.
Yeah.
You guys-
You know,
Every time we go out, even in Mexico, we went
Kinda
and
funny.
the first two things that we look for is coffee shop and pizza shop.
Yeah.
How funny.
Literally, we were trying to find all the good spots.
How
out there,
funny.
but-
Yeah, so when I went to Mexico, I was searching out burger places.
Oh, okay. It doesn't. Did you taste the difference? I mean, in meat.
Yeah,
like, it's-
definitely meat quality is a lot different in Mexico.
Yeah.
I went to a smash burger place. It was in Cancun,
Okay.
and it was actually really good. I was surprised, but it's just very different. The way they cook the burger, the meat, the bun, it's all just very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hate this about myself. Every time I go somewhere, I sit down and I break everything down. Like I'm thinking about it. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's just me. Like
No, it's not. I do the same
you know what I
thing.
mean?
Yeah.
Instead of actually enjoying it, I sit down and I
Yeah,
start like,
analyzing.
breaking everything down. I'm like,
Like,
okay,
this
this
bun
is the
could've
way
been
they did it.
better.
Yeah, mentally I'm like, okay, just enjoy your burger, bro. Just
Mind of a restaurant owner.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's everywhere I go, I just break everything down. I'm working on that too.
Quality.
Just
It's a
enjoy
good
it.
thing. It's a good
Quality
thing.
control.
Quality
Yeah.
control.
Yeah, you need it.
So with the coffee, do you guys have a favorite? Do you guys have a favorite region? Like, so I tend to like Ethiopian in this case, or Colombian is what I seem to like when I take note of where I'm drinking coffee from. But
Yeah.
do you guys have a favorite? Maybe blend or source?
I know Julie, our other business partner, would be right up there with the Ethiopian. Every
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
we have
Here.
Ethiopian coffee,
Ethiopia,
she's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
let me get that.
Oh.
That was when Omar first showed me how to, do pour overs. I think that was my weakness, the Ethiopian blend.
Yeah,
The
me
Ethiopian?
too.
Yeah.
I just tell everybody, like, when everybody asks me about what's my favorite coffee, I'm like, you know what? To be honest, Ethiopia is like, it's like drinking a blueberry muffin. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I could best describe it. It's just like it's a blueberry muffin. But it's funny how my brother was the originator of us getting into coffee.
Yeah.
This guy is the guy.
I saw.
Yeah.
So a quick little timeline how that happened. When he was working with us,
Was
He's
it
working with us
Tumbleweeds
now.
he
or-
used to work with Tumbleweeds.
Oh,
No,
okay.
No.
it was over
Gallery?
there.
Gallery.
Yeah, gallery already.
Oh, you worked at
Yeah.
Gallery? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So he was still in high school, right, Omar?
No, it was like my first year of college or something.
Yeah, 'cause I was in
Okay,
Gallery.
so I was in
Yeah.
college. Yeah. So Leo, which he had the original Cafe Corazon here, down the block, around the corner. So
Alchemist.
Well, high top,
Alchemist,
Well,
Alchemist is now.
Alchemist.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
High Top before that.
Yes.
And before that, it was
Cafe
Cafe.
Corazon.
Actually, I want to get him on here too
Leo?
because I love Alchemist. I just went there
Okay.
recently. So
So Leo was a originator. I mean,
He's one of the first specialty
Right.
coffee roasters in the valley back in like
I
2009.
did
Oh,
an
really?
article on him.
Yeah.
So I met him there, and I'd take like 3 cups of
He would
café
take
con leche.
like batches of café
Café
con leche to us.
His specialty.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so I would take it back. I mean, and I don't know. They tasted it.
So it's a very friendly competition. It's not. It's
yeah,
not,
no,
not,
it's all
not
love.
enemies or anything.
No,
you
no,
know?
no, no. I mean, I got love for Leo still. I see
Yeah.
him around still.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So how is
Yeah.
that with there's obviously some healthy pizza competition, some healthy coffee competition. How is that for you guys having all those different competitions in the
It's
valley?
good. Competition's good.
Competition. I think
Brings-
ultimately for customers, it's the best.
Yeah.
And as long as like no one's stepping on each other's foot, like I don't really, because ultimately you got to do what you you want to do best. You know what you're
Yeah.
passionate about. And so like if you're doing what you're passionate about for the sake of of following your passion, then everything else just kind of falls into place. And like I think the only time it gets weird is like if you want to compete with someone instead of doing what you believe is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But if you want to make great coffee and someone else wants to make great coffee, then you guys can both make great coffee.
Yeah, everybody can win. That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to tell everybody. There's room for everybody to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
I have another food guy who does the same thing I do here in the valley, and you know what? There's room for him to win too. We
There's
can all,
too many.
we're
There's
all
too many.
trying to do
we
the
could
same
all
thing.
we could all win.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
all have the same mentality. Like
Yeah.
we've always helped other friends who start other maybe similar,
Ventures.
and we've always kind of been helpful, and even with just advice or anything, we've always kind of had the same mentality of it's
Yeah.
not so much competition, it's just
It's
help everyone out. I mean,
Yeah.
there's enough people for everyone.
Oh, for sure. The valley is huge. There's tons of people,
Yeah.
tons of good places to eat, and like you said, it's good for the customer. I mean,
For sure.
I love going to Cafecito. I love going to Alchemist. I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like going to travel. I
Exactly.
think, you know what I mean?
You get to experience it, the world within an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean, competition is always good. I think in life in general, competition is just good. Not just in business, but in life.
Yeah.
It makes you step up your game.
For
And
sure.
like you said, we've never been about that mentality, directly competing against anybody
Yeah.
or shaming anybody else. We just want to make good coffee, good food, and and if you like us, then you'll come to us, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, if
we
you
just
got a-
want to share the.
If you got a
what
good
we
thing,
really like.
someone will find you, find your
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's room for everybody. I mean, we've never, like my sister said, we always like to see people step out and go into and venture off into and do what they want to do. It's very intimidating stepping out of your comfort zone and stepping into a business and opening up a business. There's a saying that they say everybody wants to start something, but nobody wants to be start. Nobody wants to start.
No one wants to be seen
No,
starting.
yeah, nobody wants to be
starting.
seen starting.
Yeah.
It's like when we
Intimidating.
started Fulton Street. Remember when we
I would
did
get rides from Carlos or Valdo, and we'd come over here to Strummers and make pour overs.
Oh, yeah.
They make pour overs?
And it was
Oh,
just
yes.
kind of like a weird, like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, look, what are you doing? Because it's just like we're just making
What are you
pour
doing?
overs in one of the booths at Strummers, like one of the seating booths.
The
It
rock
was
show
like
going
a
on.
Monday night mixer, and they
It
had
was
like
dope.
like a market there
Shout
for,
out.
for makers.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like sometimes I tell Carlos, I was like, "Damn, I just kind of just want like to do a card or like have a brick and mortar." He's like, "Don't worry about it. Like, nobody wants to be seen starting, but you have to start somewhere if you want to make it happen."
Yeah,
And then eventually, you'll be able to build to what you want, but it takes time.
it takes time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, especially not having that big, that big paycheck from your parents.
The
Yeah.
bank,
Yeah,
yeah,
bank
that's-
account.
Small
Yeah.
loans
Yeah.
for
yeah,
them.
small
Hey.
loans always help. Those
Small
are nice.
loans.
Yeah, definitely check out these guys' coffee shops. They got two kind of different concepts. So tell our audience a little bit about the different concepts. I know I haven't had a chance to directly go down to Fulton Street. I'm drinking the coffee right now, but I know Cafecito is very focused on having these nice dessert type drinks. They got like a lavender latte. They have a mazapan latte, the candy. They crush it up and put it in the drink. It's super delicious. But tell us a little bit more about the different concepts behind those.
Well, I feel like they're pretty close in that, like, for example, they're both espresso-based coffee bars. So we have this actually pretty much literally the same espresso machine on both spots. And so you can get your basic like espresso drinks, right? Like
Traditional
espresso, lattes, cappuccinos, and then you can also get the cafe con leche at both of the locations as well, which is like one of the more popular drinks that.
So what's in that? The cafe con leche.
So it's a very simple drink. It's a traditional Mexican drink. It's syrup that's made of cinnamon and brown sugar, coffee, and milk. It's cafe con leche. Literally translates to coffee with milk. And then obviously we're not going to add
Just sounds good,
syrup
huh?
and
Yeah, I love the cinnamon and the
Leche.
coffee.
It's a great mix. And then so traditionally it's like cafe de olla is like what is it, piloncillo?
Piloncillo, brown sugar, yeah, with
Brown
cinnamon.
sugar with cinnamon, like in
Orange.
a little panela is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a type of sugar, and so it's very like
Raw.
it's very common for people in Mexico to drink coffee with cinnamon and milk.
Oh, okay,
And
very
brown
nice.
sugar, yeah. And actually, if you look at traditionally how the people in Mexico, in a lot of like Central and South America, how they make coffee, is they just find coffee beans in the wild,
Mhm.
and then they have like a how do you say comal, like a tostada?
Yeah,
Like
it's just
a
like
wok?
a wok kind
Like a
of.
wok.
Yeah.
But flat.
And they just throw it
Yeah.
all on there, and like it just starts roasting at its own pace, and then they get it and they grind it. And so, that's very. It's not always the most consistent, so it's nice to have something to be able to make it taste really good. So put some sugar in there, some milk, and it's a very cozy, homey drink.
Very nice.
Yeah, so really quick, that drink, cafe con leche, cafe de olla, was actually not invented, but it was actually made up during the Mexican Revolution for Las Adelitas, which is the women warriors that were fighting in the Mexican Revolution. So they wanted, like Omar said, they wanted to they wanted to make a drink for them so they could have energy, so they could keep fighting.
Oh.
So they put piloncillo, which is brown sugar, and
Uh-huh.
cinnamon, and that's what they would drink.
Spice them.
I
Oh,
didn't
so
know
it was
that.
like
That's
medicine.
cool.
That's like
Yeah,
medicine.
yeah,
That's,
to keep them going. Yeah, that
that's
was
so
the
cool.
the juice.
story behind that.
There's all these cool, things that people have used traditionally for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I learned that when I went to Mexico. I was like, oh, huh.
So, do you guys have any plans to do any like the K cups, anything like that in the future with maybe some of your coffee blends or anything?
We've actually looked into there's like these really cool they're called like freeze dried instant coffees.
Oh.
We've looked into it. It's something that like might be of interest. K cups, there's kind of like a bit of a just like fundamental like aversion to it, just because of like the waste that it usually can create.
Mm.
But it's ultimately, if we can find a way to do it sustainably and make it like good, still taste good,
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people buy our coffee and use it in reusable K cups.
In the region.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They
I
do
do
that
that.
a lot.
Just
Yeah.
just grind it and
Yeah.
then put in the little
The
yeah.
It's
plastic.
convenient. Yeah.
So when I'm in
Yeah.
a hurry, I just do that. If
Yeah.
I have time in the morning, which I usually don't, I'll make a pour over and then just do that.
Yeah, I love K cups. I mean, they're
Convenience.
their convenience is nice. They're not good for the planet with
Yeah.
the waste and all that, but I'd obviously prefer to do something like this
Yeah.
and just make it myself every day. But sometimes I don't have the time. It's just efficiency.
thing, yeah.
But if I don't have time, I can always just run down to one of the coffee shops and
Yeah.
come grab a drink
We'll
as well.
be there for sure.
Well-
Convenience, that's where it's at. That's where a lot of these bigger coffee companies are on their niche. Convenience.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you would like our audience to know before we get going here?
you guys
I
have.
Just give us a
mean,
follow. Instagram.
yeah, follow
Yeah,
us
like us.
and
Follow us. Make sure to stop by and get some great coffee, great pizza. We do have plans of expanding, so
Stay
maybe
tuned.
come
You
to
know,
neighborhood-
stay
neighborhood-
tuned.
Get your
Come-
coffee, get your
You-
pizza. I don't think you can go wrong with either of those things.
No, you
Yeah.
you definitely can.
One more.
I don't know what else you guys want to add.
thank you for supporting us. I mean,
Yeah.
we're literally all from the same little hometown.
Yeah.
We started out kind of in the same place, and you know, little by little, we all expanded. But at the end of the day, we're all still helping each other out and working together. So it's been really nice to work.
Yeah, and don't be afraid
Together.
to go after what you love to do. You know, start your own business, make your dream come true, and don't let anybody else.
That's it.
Use
poke
the
some-
haters as motivation and fuel. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, we came from essentially nothing. You know, we just had a dream. We just kind of figured it out as we went.
Trial and error.
We're
You
still
know.
figuring it
Yeah.
out.
We're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we're still learning. Still.
We're still learning.
Failure's good. It's a good
Yes.
motivator.
Oh yeah, you learn
Yep.
more
Plenty
from failure
time
than
to
you
fail,
do
yeah.
from anything else.
Oh yes.
But no, thank you, Jordan.
thank
I
you.
appreciate it. I know you're.
Thank you, guys.
You've been a great
Support.
asset to us. You know, you've supported us a lot lately, and we thank you for that.
Yeah, no
You're
problem.
doing a great job. I know that you just started as well, and
Yeah.
best of luck to you. I know
Yeah.
you're killing it.
Central
So,
Valley
thank you
Foodies
for
is-
inviting us.
As
If you ever
always,
want to
thank
nerd
you.
out on coffee, feel free to bring us back.
Oh yeah, I will. I will definitely be there to do that. I can talk about coffee all day long.
This guy, man, you guys could talk
for
about
hours.
coffee
Yeah.
for hours. He just throws so much information at me. Stop. I can only process so much at a time. Yeah.
It has a bigger process. you
As
know?
always, support local guys.
Yeah. Thank you guys.